you, what would it be? Now, this particular picture is me with my knees up on the couch. You can even see a little tiny bit of my iPad in the picture. And she was and she does this all the time. She doesn't want to sit on my lap unless she can't sit on my lap. She is just a stubborn little thing, has to have her way. She just sits there and stares at me until I put my knees down. Then she'll crawl onto my legs, sit there for 5 minutes, and then move off to the side of the couch. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. So that's what she was doing in the picture that I had posted yesterday for the topic. She was staring at me like, excuse me, I'm waiting to get on your lap. So I asked you, what would you think your pet could say if they could talk? Now, in addition to the, put your legs down, I think the number one thing that Tucker would say is stop squishing my butt. Because when she's walking in front of me, I just kind of reach out and go, that's exactly what I do too. I go, in fact, she's probably clenching her butt right now as I make that noise. She knows what that means. I don't know. I just got into the habit of doing that. I remember years ago, I did it once in front of my brother, and, Tucker didn't even flinch. And my brother looked at me and was like, she's obviously used to that. I was like, yeah, we squish her butt a lot. So I wanted to know what your pet would say. Denise says, my pet would say, I love you, mommy. Oh. Mina says, I love you, but I request more grilled chicken. Okay. Laurie says, feed me. Now, Veronica posted a picture of her Piccolo, and it's captioned, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. Yeah, that's a big cat. I had a big cat, too. My Frisco was 24 pounds. Marcy says she posted a picture of her cat that says, you need to sit down so I can sleep on your lap and or lick your neck, much like Tucker. Nicole says, stop grabbing my little face, kissing me on the mouth and saying, little munchkin faces. It's annoying, lady. Yeah, I know. I get it. I feel their pain. Not going to stop. Right, Nicole? We're not going to stop. Roxanne says, Mom, can I come upstairs? Linda says, one dog, Ruffin. Throw the ball. Come on. I can do this for hours. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. And Abby says, spray me with the hose first, then fill my pool. Clearly, they own us. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Janet says they would tell me how much they love me the most. She says, I asked my husband the same question, and he said they would tell him to calm down. You need to calm down. You're being too loud. Got to get a little Taylor in there wherever I can. And Patty says, thanks, Mom. I had a great life. I miss you, too. Please don't cry anymore. I'm out of pain. I love you. Love always, Tasha. You're golden forever. Oh, Patty. Obviously, Tasha has moved on over the Rainbow Bridge. That's one of the things I usually say when people mention that they've lost a pet on Facebook is I try to say, I'm sure that you gave them a great life. Does it offer a little bit of comfort? Maybe a tiny, tiny little bit. So there are some of the things that your pet would say. I think that Tucker probably would have a lot to say. Did I ever tell you about the dog on the roof story? If I did, I apologize. I'm going to tell it again. This is when Joe and I first started dating, and the best man at our wedding told this story because he was there. I had gone over to visit Joe. Him and his roommate Jim were there, and I took Tucker with me, and we were sitting on the patio, and I guess Tucker had been wandering around. She ran up the steps and somehow ended up on the neighbor's garage roof, which was a little bit lower than the deck. I guess we figured out she got up on a chair, walked onto the table, and jumped onto the roof. I mean, what the heck was she thinking? She could have maybe not landed right and rolled right off the roof. Dogs, what are you going to do with them? But I was facing the direction where I could see the roof, and Joe and his roommate were facing the other direction. So I had said, my dog is on the roof. And neither one of them responded. They literally just, I don't even think they were looking at me. They just didn't respond. And I'm like, So the second time I said it, I was like, yeah, my dog is on the roof. This time, sprung into action. Joe ran up the stairs, grabbed Tucker, and this is what Jim talked about at the wedding. Said, he threw out his Superman cape and put an S on his chest and saved Tucker. I was like, yeah, because if she would have jumped and Tucker would have died that day, I don't know if Joe and I would be married right now. Would not have been a good start to our relationship. But he got Tucker. Things worked out. There we go. So that was the one day I wanted to ask her, what the hell were you thinking? Stupid dog. So smart, but so stupid. So on to the blog post. This week, as I mentioned, we are talking about fresh starts, new beginnings. And today we're going to focus on learning new things. I put up a quote by Barbara Sher. You can learn new things at any time in your life if you're willing to be a beginner. If you actually learn to like being a beginner, the whole world opens up to you. Very true. When was the last time you learned something new? As we continue on the New Beginnings Week and the start of school, it is a good time to ask if there is something you've been wanting to learn. Or is there something that you've just been interested in that you haven't made time for? Like, are you fascinated with history but haven't gotten to the library yet to take out some books on periods that pique your interest? Or would you like to start playing some word games like crossword puzzles or maybe learning some trivia? I'm going to give you a little bit of a confession here. I am a Words with Friends freak. A freak, I tell you. I love it. I have been playing for years, and I'm pretty good if I don't say so myself. In fact, there was some talk amongst a group of friends of mine when it was still popular to not play me because I was going to kick their butt. Now, the funny thing is, I had never even played Scrabble before I started playing Words with Friends. I just heard about it, wanted to see what it was all about, and just loved it. Now, as it is with most things, there are people that I can kick their butts, no problem. And then there's other people that I just can never beat. So there's always people better than you. But I'm pretty good at it. I've been playing a long time. So I still play with a small group that are diehards like me. It's fun. I think it helps keep my brain sharp. I hope it is anyway. But I wouldn't have tried it. If I wouldn't have tried it, I still would not be enjoying it 5 or so years later today. So try new things. Is your dream to travel to foreign countries at some point? Have you considered learning the language? Learning a new language can be very difficult and lengthy. So it's never too early to start. Is your dream to go to Italy for a while? Well, learn Italian. Is there some sort of activity you've always longed to do? Surf, maybe? Learn to ski? Skiing season's coming up. But yet you still have time to get to the beach to surf as well. And you can always get a wetsuit when it gets colder. How about taking karate lessons? Or try spinning, yoga, or weightlifting? Are you crafty? Do you like to create things? Do you want to learn to crochet or knit? Do you like to scrapbook? I used to take used wine bottles and decorate them. It was fun for a while, but I lost interest. But I still have some pretty cool collections that I put out for different seasons. Like yesterday when I was decorating for fall, I think these were the first bottles I ever did. I did bottles that look like candy corn. In fact, I'll take a picture of that and put it up on the group page. They're so cool. I still love them. I was trying to sell them for a while, but nobody would buy them. So I gave up on that idea. But are you a decorator? Do you like to decorate? Offer to help some friends who may be decor challenged. These types of projects are good for you and may lead you to a new passion. Maybe be an interior designer at one point. So I hope you are always open to learning new things, no matter how old you are. That is what life is all about, discovery and doing things that you love. You won't know how you feel about something until you try it. Sounds elementary, doesn't it? But sometimes we just need a reminder. Research it. Commit to it. Just give it a go. You don't have to continue if you don't like it, like me with the bottles. I stopped doing it. I used to tell everybody and their mother, save me your wine bottles because I didn't drink wine. People still are asking, are you taking wine bottles? No, I'm not taking them anymore, but thank you. So go do it. Just try new stuff. Whatever it is for you, just try it. People, it is already hump day. Already hump day. So Make it a great Wednesday. Put some thought into a new interest. There's all kinds of things you can do. And make today your best day yet.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.